Look how far we come, my baby. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So right now I'm going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Taurus. No. Virgo. I'm doing a reading for Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, also for your cross watchers, Mystic Mermaid. Boo! What the holy fluff balls? Okay, let me calm my ass down. I'm triggered as a mofo. I asked that Virgo energy, which is my sister energy at that. I was like, yo, sis, what's up? What's this reading going to be about? Because, you know, I'm all mellowed. And then they lost their caca-ass mind. Who lost their caca-ass mind? Oh, shit. I was like, do I need to pop some popcorn for this? Because someone lost their caca-ass mind. Oh, well, thank you, Christina Canto. Do you got some bullshit going, sister? Be tell me. Please, be tell me right now. Be tell me. Because they lost a cut. Okay. I'm like, tell me who I got to cut, sister. Do I cut these cards? Look, cards are flying everywhere. I'm triggered as fuck. Who's messing with my sister? I'm serious. Let me just calm myself down. Girl, you're rolling your neck too much. We got a fucked up collarbone. That hurt. That hurt. Okay, let me quit messing around. I'm actually not messing around. I'm actually really triggered. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Just breathe. You can't mother everyone, Emmy. You can't mother everyone. Virgo is a badass in their own right. You ain't got to cut motherfuckers. Virgo can cut people them damn self. Okay? They will do it much cleaner than you. I'm just kind of pep talking myself. Don't mind me. Trying to talk myself off the edge because what is going on? I need more clarity than these cards. You can't dangle this kind of energy in front of a Pisces. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, girl. Okay. Calm down. This is not your reading. This is not a personal reading. This is a general reading. Don't be hyping people up. You know, Virgo is impressionable right now. If you start acting all cray-cray, then Virgo really going to feel like they got to cut somebody. Save some lives, girl. Save some lives. Calm it down. Save some lives. All right. Here's the thing. Oh, see? Someone just be talking too much, Virgo. They've been talking too much shit is what it is. Okay. So card number 4, against the grain. Virgo, you're going through a massive leveling up of your inner and understanding of self, of soul, of your life, of the events that have occurred. You're like really developing. And these peasant ass pigeon mofos don't like that. Don't like that. I'm wondering if they're so accustomed to being able to control you and manipulate you through shame and guilt that they're like, who the hell do you think you are, getting all empowered and zen without my permission? Take this card, I'm gonna slap you with it. Not you, Virgo, whoever that is. It's like they are pissed that they can't trigger you. Now your soul is saying, focus on your inner child. Focus on inside you. You have to be the kind of mother that you did not have. And this is not to say any of you had a bad mother. This is to say, Virgo, you are very aware, you are very observant, you are very particular. There were things that were not done or were not done enough for you as a child. Do that for yourself now. Screw everyone else. Do that for yourself now. Focus on healing this child hidden deep inside your heart. Focus on that, okay? Screw all that other stuff. You, your soul, and your inner child make for a foundation of a very powerful, very formidable person. Focus on building your foundation. They want to see you crumble, and you can't crumble if you have the three set equally. They can't do it. They just can't do it. You won't crumble, and it's driving them nuts. So they're just talking so much shit. They just talking so much that it's giving them gas. You know, my mom used to tell me, if you fart too much, it's because you talk too much. Try being quiet for a little bit. And my mama is a wise ass woman. She's wise. She talk a lot of shit though. I'm cracking up because I'm like, how are you even gonna say that shit when you talk a lot of shit to me to my face? I love you, mama. Maybe she was talking from experience. I don't know. But that's what it is. They just blowing caca-ass air all over the place. Talking all kind of shit about all kind of stuff. Then they're the last person that should be saying anything. Anything. You know, and I know their life is a mess. And this is me being catty. Not even ashamed. That is me being catty, but I'm speaking truth. So card number 28, collaborative dreaming. This is the issue right here. They recognize that you've woken up and you're no longer playing along with whatever official storyline they're trying to push on the whole group, and it's just not working anymore. It's not working anymore. You can't be controlled. You can't be shamed. So what's the next best thing? Oh, I know. Make a big ass mess and just involve as many people as possible. This ties to this. All of this shit talking, that they're swallowing so much air because they're talking so much shit. They couldn't talk faster, so they're swallowing air and talking shit and making a mess of your relationships with other people. They want your magic to be scattered. They want your magic to be scattered. Right now, it's working. Thank you, Kathy. I do. I feel her here. That's why I was cracking up, because like, you can't say that because you talk so much shit, Mom. She does. You can pinch me if you want. I don't care. She said she's gonna pinch me. Go ahead. Pick an armpit. Which one? Which one you want to pinch? Go ahead, pinch an armpit, Mom. Okay. Jack of Diamonds. This is about recognizing what are your monsters. Now, I might be erroneous in my assessment, but I think maybe this right here, them talking shit, is one of your monsters. Them ruining your relationships with other people is one of your monsters. This is what triggers that monster in you to come out. This is your need to validate your worth. This is your need to explain yourself to people who are obviously committed to never understanding the truth of who you actually are. So what is the point in that, Virgo? Is there any point in that? It's a waste of your time. It's really just a waste of your time. Y'all, I'm finding myself triggered. Just, my phone is, okay. Allow yourself to receive the guidance that you need from your inner self, your higher self. People are going to continue to try and trigger you. At this point in the game, Mercury is done, but we still have the shadow of Mercury, despite it going direct. We still have Saturn, the Lord of Karma, in retrograde. That's not going to go direct for, I think, like another month. So you're still dealing with the ramifications, the collateral damage of those two fuckers. Those two agitating the yuck in your life. Now, You got the death card. This cycle is ending. I almost want to say there's going to be a whole ton of clusterfuck surrounding you in the next few weeks. Embrace it. And I say that defiantly. Embrace that shit, because this is the last time this cycle is happening. If this happens again, they for sure are not going to come at you the way they're trying right now. So let them try. Let them try, and allow yourself to receive the confirmation that you are rising above this. And you know what, Virgo? It seems like you might have to actually speak your mind, like to their face to face. You know what? You know what? I could reach out and slap you right now, but I respect myself too much. Don't push me. I think that's what's going to end up happening. This is like, take a snapshot of this card. Take a snapshot of this card. And when this circumstance happens for some of you, pull out your phone. You see this? You're so fucking predictable. Tell them that, okay? Even a complete stranger saw this coming. They could see right through you. And then take your power back and don't let them trigger you anymore. Okay? Take your power back. Don't let them trigger you anymore. Now, for some of you, this might be the spouse. Mystic Mermaid, don't kill him. Please don't kill him. The babies still need their dad. I don't know what's going on. I'm messing around. I don't know if there's actually a situation, so please don't take me seriously. If there is a situation, I wasn't aware. I was being super sarcastic. Don't take it as confirmation there is a situation. I was really being sarcastic. So for some of you, this might involve the husband. For one group, it involves the husband because the husband is the one that's creating all the havoc. For another group, the husband is the one that's trying to squash it. Okay? So definitely make sure you discern for yourself. If your husband or your spouse is involved, make sure you discern for yourself which one they're trying to do. Are they trying to squash things, calm things down? They're trying to help you remain in your grace, help you recall your power back and not be triggered? Or are they the ones that's triggering stuff? If they're the ones that's triggering stuff, what size shoe you wear? Shove it up their ass and then slap them with it. That's all I got to say about that. If they're the one initiating this, shove that shoe up the sphincter, pull it back out, and slap them with it. Cross it, not a soft slap. I'm not full on, cock the arm all the way back and just all the way around. Don't stop halfway, like all the way around, because that's bullshit. As your spouse, they're supposed to be on your side. They're supposed to back you up. And if they're not backing you up, then what are they doing there? You got to ask yourself that. Okay? I'm not saying divorce them. I'm saying straighten that shit out. Got to straighten that shit out. This is about industry, focus, teamwork. Okay? Life doesn't become sweet if there's no teamwork. It takes all the bees collecting the pollen, doing the work together to have that sweetness. It only takes one bee to sting. Okay? Only one bee to sting. Every single bee has to help, has to do their part. And again, for some, this is pointing to the spouse not doing their part. So for anyone asking about twin flame stuff, when you remove the title of twin flame and that's just a regular boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife, would you still tolerate that? He's cheating on me, but he's my twin. He's lying to me, but he's my twin. He's cheating on me. My husband is cheating on me. I mean, logically, well, why are you with him then? obviously he doesn't want to be around. So, but then when you add the twin thing in there, it's like, but he's my twin. I don't give a fuck if he's your twin. I don't care if he's your sibling. I don't care if he's your cousin. If he ain't treating you right, I don't care what kind of label there is. He needs to go. But that's just me. That's just me. That's just my logic. Well, speaking of going, okay. Card number 41, bring it into form. This card always kind of freaks me out. My hair is all over the place. This card kind of freaks me out because I don't know if you're walking away, if you're walking towards, are your knees broken? What is going on? Are you kind of like one of those mythical creatures? What are they called? A fawn? No, that's a baby deer. Whatever the hell they're called. What is this card? You know, like, this card makes me feel like you're confused. You don't know if you want to walk away from the drama or if you want to go to the drama. What is it? What's it going to be? Centaur. That's one of them. That's one of them. But it's not a centaur. What is it? I think it is a fawn. I think it is a fawn. But anyways, you have to figure out what it is you actually want from that interaction and then commit to that decision, okay? No one gets to tell you whether it's time to leave your spouse, your significant other, your partner, whatever it is, and no one gets to tell you to stay because of some label. You have to really decide for yourself what it is you want, and are you able to receive that from that connection? Because some of those connections, clearly, they lost their caca-ass mind. Now, I got to get clarity for this. I think everything is really trying to support you in this. And it almost feels as though all of this is causing you to try and, how would I word this? It's like self-realization. All of this drama and chaos and like what the hell is going on, all of this is culminating into a moment of self-realization, self-actualization. And that's what this card is about. It's about fulfillment. It's about abundance. It's about everything coming together. And you're in center. You're at the epicenter of this. If you can stay focused on what it is you want, what it is you're trying to manifest for your life, it has a very real ripple effect and it affects everyone else. So if you're able to like really stick to your guns about, you know what? No, I'm ending this cycle with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to be triggered by you. I might for a moment be annoyed, but I'm going to process that and release it, and you're not going to have that kind of effect on me. Then it sends out a ripple. And all the other people who are involved, like family, friends, you know, spouses, significant others, even your children, they'll feel that sedative ripple go through where they're like, oh, you know, that's just how they are, you know, whatever. You know, it's not going to be as what do you call it? Disruptive as it normally is. Now, it's going to be something that really, really taxes you. Okay. This is a huge feat you are attempting to do. This person or this group, it feels like it's one individual. If I'm going to be really honest, it feels like it's one individual that riles other people up and causes a whole like, because it makes them feel as though they're powerful when they can influence someone else and witness the arguing, like someone will argue on their behalf to stick up for them. It makes them feel powerful. It's because they lack any feeling of really self-worth. They feel very disempowered, so they have to go about this way in order to empower themselves. So it's going to be very taxing, but you can handle this, okay? Focus like only a Virgo can. Create the ripples of change. And it all begins with you. Your focus should only be you. You are the epicenter. Okay, so if you can do that, you're going to pull a freaking cat out your hat. Hold on. Jack of whatever that is. Clubs. Jack of clubs. Secret talents. This is a Virgo's secret talent. Hyperfixation. Obsession. Virgo, you're good at this. You're very, very good at calculations and fixations. But you haven't yet, it's rare for a Virgo to recognize this is actually a superpower. They think of this as like, oh, I'm a control freak, I should be ashamed. No, this is actually a superpower. If you can harness it for your greatest growth, it's a superpower. Like, seriously. You just got to make sure you don't get distracted by all of this caca talking. You know, it's just it's the environment. When someone farts, everyone else that's in the room has to breathe it, and that's what's going on. They're inhaling someone else's nasty ass gas. So let's see what's going on in the work front. Let's see. Let's get you guys some of this info. And this, excuse me, I'm being told, what cards? Tell me. It's asking me to look for cards. What cards? Oh, okay. Sure, it was right there in front of me. Right here. Oops. Soup. Here we go, Virgo. So maybe it's not as bad as I was first feeling in the very beginning of the reading. Like, who lost their cock-ass mind? Oh my gosh. Why is your twin lying to you? Because they're not your twin. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I knew it. All right. Here we go, guys. So, Aquarius, I know. Card number 23. Virgo, you know so much. You have been able to see all of the things that have kind of been bubbling beneath the surface, but you've been so distracted with trying to be something that you're not, meaning trying to be a person that doesn't have struggles with control, trying to be a person who can just chill and let everything just roll off your back. Like, no, that's not how you function. When something happens, you observe it, you tear it apart over and over and over in your head so you can understand, so you can digest, and then you can let it go. But when you try and mess around with your process, that's your organic process. When you try and mess around with that, how are you going to digest it? It's like saying, okay, my organic process is I'm going to take a bite of food, I'm going to chew it, and then I'm going to swallow it, and then it's going to go in my stomach, and, you know, the whole digestive process. And you're like, no, I'm grown, I'm woke. I'm going to go ahead and just swallow the whole sandwich whole, and it's going to work. It's not going to work. You fuck yourself up. I just had a visual. Could you imagine that being evacuated? Oh, you know, don't mind me. I'm just a Pisces. With a Capricorn moon. It just comes right out. I'm so sorry. Okay. Card number 23. Aquarius, I know. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. So instead of being so distracted with observing and fixating on known issues already, why don't you instead fixate on inventing a life that you want? A life that you'd enjoy, a life that you wouldn't need a vacation from, therapy for. How about that? That would be amazing. Seriously. That would be seriously amazing. So it says, expect to be tested in shown waves of the future. So it goes back to that. Why did I put it away? Let me just find it. Here it is. It goes back to that whole ripple effect. Okay? You can affect something, change from the center and test it out and then pull that energy back. If you don't like the effect of it, you can pull that energy back. But you can only do that to a certain extent. Don't get all Virgo-ish. No, I'm kidding. Don't get all like extra with that, okay? You can push that out, that energy out, see how it affects everyone in the environment. And if it's not having the effect that you want, meaning everyone's kind of calming down, you know, realizing what they're co-creating in the argument, then pull it back, okay? So, see, with this card, you're likely to be mastering something new and untried, which will lead you to greater awareness and success. So when you're fighting, when you're arguing with whoever this individual is, don't argue in the same way. Sometimes the most effective way to negate their attempt to argue, say they're like, oh, you're a bitch. Okay, so you think I'm a bitch. Okay. Just listen. And then they're going to keep saying things and just keep repeating what they're saying. Yeah, I don't like your hair. So you don't like my hair. Okay. And actually listen. And just keep repeating what they're saying. And then after a while, they're going to be like, you're crazy. Oh, so you think I'm crazy too. Okay. And they have nothing to fight with you about. It's like punching air. So change your tactic. If you really must engage in a way that's not your usual, okay? So Angel of Wealth, financial flow comes easy to you. For some of you, this might be things that's going on with work. You know, for some of you, this might be something where someone at work keeps trying to cause drama for you, keeps trying to bring your boss's attention to their perceived shortcoming of yours. Don't buy into that. Don't feed into that. Allow all your energy to go towards you and your wealth, your abundance, okay? Next, we have card number 32, 8th house, endings and beginnings. For some of you in this work thing, you might be joining a new group or a new company altogether, okay? I'm just trying to better understand because I don't want to leave it at that. Okay. So for some, this is not necessarily drama at work. For some of you, what this card is talking about is the fact that this is whatever your job is right now, it's not really in alignment with who you're becoming. So there might be a need for you to go ahead and begin thinking about what's really your passion. What would you do? What would you choose as a job if you didn't get paid for it? Would you be okay not being paid? Would you still be happy coming into work every day? And if you can figure out what that is, what you would do, whether you got paid to do it or not, once you figure that out, then you'll figure out what your actual true calling is, okay? This might take a while, though. This definitely might take a while. I think, Virgo, you're going to be shifting over the next few months. And for most of you, not all, because this is a general reading, but for most of you, this might mean a completely different career path or financial circumstance by the end of this year. I think for most of you, that's what this is going to mean. It can even mean something like a raise, a promotion, okay, where you're moved to a different department and you're promoted. So, but there is going to be endings and beginnings. In order to have a new beginning, you first have to have an ending. So it doesn't necessarily mean bad things, but there are going to be quite a few changes in your life, Virgo. And I think this goes for all of you. With all of the planetary stuff going on, all of the ones that have gone in retrograde, all of the freaking different moon things, like all of that stuff, everyone's lives are being shook real good. You're no different than anyone else. You're perception, your life, everything. It's kind of being rattled. Discernment. Follow your intuition. Okay? If your intuition tells you it's time to leave that job, time to leave that relationship, time to leave whatever circumstance, then listen to it. Now, if your intuition tells you you're being hasty in that decision, there's still something left to work out, something to hold on to, something here that's helping you to continue growing. Please listen to that as well. Don't be so quick to walk away from something that's still trying to help you, a circumstance that's still working in your favor, meaning growing you, helping you to ripen your inner and understanding of your life and your path, okay? Because you are transforming. There you go. Card number 20, Scorpio, I transform. You're going through a period of change, and it's difficult. You have to allow yourself the time and the space to adjust. You can't exactly expect yourself to just be like, well, okay, I've decided, so now this is what it is. Well, maybe up here, but in here, it needs time to adjust. All around you needs time to adjust, okay? So put your ear down close to your soul and listen hard. See what I'm saying? Listen to that. Listen to your soul. Acknowledging desire and surrendering yourself to the depths will serve you best at this time. So you have to find what it is you want in life. What do you want? Not what do you need to survive. Not what do you need to pay the bills. Not what do you need for this or that. What do you want? Like actually want. The one thing that you've been craving and wanting and longing for so silently, and you've been so convinced that this is something you're never going to have because for whatever reason you're not worthy enough. What is that? Find that. Find that within you and do what you can. Focus as much energy as you can on bringing that to fruition, okay? Archangel Chamuel. Embrace healthy relationships. See what I'm saying? Sometimes your transformation will make people seem as though they're no longer compatible when that's just not the case. Sometimes they just need time to adjust to this new version of who you are. When it's real love, they will love you however way you are. Whatever you change into, they'll be right there with you, still loving you, still supporting you. But sometimes they need a little bit of time to figure out what's shifted, what's going on. I'm kind of getting left behind. Let me get my bearings and see what's going on and how I can still be relevant in their life and still be something that adds to their existence. So don't be so quick to judge something as not worthy of you or your space. For some of you Virgos, you'll know right away that, no, this is toxic, it needs to go. For some other of you Virgos, you have that kind of love that you need. It's just you're so quick to think that you need to get rid of it. And that ties into your feeling of unworthiness. It's your way of trying to prove that you don't deserve love. It's a very low-key way of doing it, but it's still one and the same with a lack of self-love, a lack of self-worth. And you're deserving of love. You know that, okay? So this is not a judgment or a condemnation of you. This is me trying to help you to recognize the ways in which you've been hindering your own growth. This is something you can definitely adjust. This is something that you can shift to be more favorable for you in your relationship. When you're able to acknowledge these little quirks that you have, you can make them into a superpower instead of something that cripples you. Okay? So let's get you a final card from your soul. Looks like we're not going to have to cut anyone. That didn't turn out the way I was expecting. Okay, we don't have to cut anyone. I'm going to put away our knives. We're okay, Virgo. We're okay. Let's see. So this is going to be a message from your higher self. For some of you, this might come across as a message from your true twin ray, okay? So one more shuffle. Ooh, see what I'm saying. Card number 24, Resplendent with Grace. Look at you, just falling back into your greatness. Really just allowing yourself to lean back into that root chakra that grounds you into this life, allowing your solar plexus to dilate and really empower you. This is you knowing you're not just going to survive this life, you're going to thrive. Wow, that's amazing. Virgo, you got this. You totally got this. Greetings from my heart to you who are always with me. Hidden inside is the heart. You are the compass of my life. My course is your way, no matter where I go. You exist everywhere and in everything, always watching over us. My soul brightens in the darkness when I speak your name. Far beyond the body, there is an opening from my heart into yours. Through that opening, I send you secret messages like the moonlight. I polish the mirror of my heart to be your reflection. I make my ear the receiver for the tenderness of your words. You are in the ear. You are in the mind. You are in every burning heart. What am I saying? You are I. This is my way to describe you. Your divine grace clothes me in robes of sky blue and blood red, as a shimmering galaxy of compassion within the field of which no being is excluded. The darkness of night is illuminated, and all creatures are bathed in the fine golden hue of your presence. There is only beauty beheld now, for there is nothing that is not of your artistry, of your divine hand, generous with its grace. Is it difficult to see your magnificence? Without a mirror the size of a galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are? You must just catch glimpses of your truth now and then. If you could see yourself as I see you in all your glorious fullness of being, you are swathed in robes of grace, so light and freeing that they do not weigh you down, and yet so luscious and full that you cannot help but stir the movement of all of creation as you step this way and that. Of course, it matters not to grace whether you see or do not see, for grace simply is, without witnessing being required. Yet you might live rather differently, my beloved, should you realize you are not only worthy of grace, but actually dripping with it, saturated with divine presence so rich it leaks out of you and causes sunlight to pool at your holy feet. Oh yes, you are resplendent in holiness and sanctity. Should you come to know this as I do, you would take each step with awe and reverence. You would decide that not a thing in your world could be classed as mundane, and decide with bold fervor that you are living in godliness and must create your world through choices that honor love. No fear, even the most stubbornly persistent, would be able to withstand the sight of your magnificent beating heart, so wild with life. In the sight of that wild heart, you would have to call all your fears close to you, soothing them with your words of love like wild children in need of tenderness and quiet. Then when rested, you would wake them from their slumber, and they would arise as falcons ready to soar to the height of your most daring visions. Hunting for life to feed them, they will ensure the ample grace pulsing within your heart has its chance to become to life in the world and serve love. This oracle comes to you with a message. You may be wondering if you can attain this next stage of growth in your life. You are already well equipped to do so. No matter what you might believe about the situation, circumstance, or others involved, even yourself, you have within your soul possession more than enough grace to see you through anything you are bold enough to envision for yourself, or for any vision you feel life has bestowed upon you. So pray through unconditional love to access all that you are, to be supported by those beings that love you without condition. Pray to realize that you are so drenched in sacred grace that the well of your being is full. All that's needed to nurture you onto the next step of your life path is within you now. Success is yours, but you must believe in your ability, your readiness, and your capacity to take this next step of the journey now. How could it be otherwise? For you are one with grace. Wow. I'm just saying, sister. I'm just saying. You have everything that you could possibly need to conquer any circumstance in your life, to conquer it with grace and saunter through that space like you are not going to bother me. Not today, not tomorrow. I take my power back. That's you, Virgo. That's you. Embody it. Allow it to just drip forth. You're drenched in it already. There's no point in trying to hold it back. You're drenched. Let it drip forth. Let it puddle and pool in your life, touching everyone that's in your environment. Creating that ripple effect of grace is powerful. It changes your entire life. It truly does. So if this resonates with you, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. My sister Virgo, don't get me riled up like that again. I almost cut somebody. I had my little dagger. I was ready to spiritually cut a mother fluffer. Lost their caca-ass mind coming, but my sister's like that. I'm just trying to say. I got daggers, I got knives, I got all kind of stuff beside me. I love you guys so much. Stay put. I'm coming live again in a few minutes for Capricorn. Ooh, Capricorn. Love it. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.